All right, we're going to begin the next presentation from Zoomd Technologies, and presenting from the company is Amit Bohensky, the company's chairman and founder. Amit, go ahead and take it away, please.
Hello, everyone. Thank you for coming and attending. Before we start, I want to explain what Zoomd does for those of you who are not aware of what our company type of business is. So what we do, we empower the digital assets of our clients and try to help them to gain better KPIs. What that means? In other words, if a client has an app, let's take a Walmart or McDonald's or any type of company, or Amazon, all of those names are clients of ours, and they have an app, they will always need to have more clients, more paying clients. So what we do, we drive them clients that pay. That's the mission that we have. It's very different than regular marketing, which you do impressions or page views. Our only aim is to be measured by the clients that we bring to our customers. That's what we do. Before I'll go to more details, I'll show you a little bit numbers about the company and their performance and our performance. I'm proud to show that during the last 7 quarters, consecutive quarters, we've shrinked operating costs as % of revenue growth. So while this went up, this went down. This is due to a lot of use of AI and automation that we are adopting to the system in what we are doing. And this creates a very healthy company that can gain a momentum. And the momentum is an entire turnaround, as you can see. This slide is also very interesting, revenues versus EBITDA. And as you can see, our net income in 23 to 24 was 13.6 million in net generating. Some facts about the company. Roughly in 23, we've done about $34 million. In 24, about $54 million. Only in Q4, we've done $15 million in revenues. In our last earnings calls, I've mentioned that this momentum continues. As you can see, there is a very dramatic annual growth of 70%, and the numbers show for themselves. The company has no long-term debt. The company has no warrants. There's about 70 million free trading shares out of 100. The rest of the 30 are owned by insiders. So when I say that we empower brands to explain globally, it means, and I will skip just to show a slide that can help, the budget of the marketing spent worldwide is usually divided to 2. You have the walled gardens, which are the Metas and the Google and TikToks of the world. They usually provide a dashboard. There are so many companies that you hear about in marketing that are doing Facebook and Google campaigns. And because it's easy, there's a dashboard. You play with this dashboard and you run a campaign. Nobody will promise you that you can get clients from that, but it's a very optimized campaign that you can do. And then there is the lower part, which is almost 50% of the marketing budget spent, which is a one big safari. Imagine 10 million websites worldwide, CTV, digital assets. My clients, Zoomd's clients, do not know how to manage that. It's like a zoo. And every company that has an asset, CNN is an asset, Politico is an asset, TNN is an asset, CTV is an asset. They have a different procurement, different type of rules. So if I'm one of those clients, those are all direct clients of Zoomd, how do I manage to find clients or potential clients from here? So there are 2 things here that are giving advantage to the company. One, we are not making a campaign for the clients. We are assuring them KPIs because we are only measured on getting you paying clients. So in other words, we are fencing for them the risk of the budget that they pay us. Because the upper part is not fenced. The upper part are campaigns. There are companies that are doing campaigns and will continue to do campaigns, because this is 50% of the budget spent. But on the lower part, it's in a way as they have fenced the budget that they pay us. And then it creates some type of a dependency by working with us because we provide them with a tool that it's a one tool that is managing all those assets. This is the unique proposition. The reason for the success of what we are doing, and the success that is also shown in the numbers, is not a combination of only technology. It's a technology and unique know-how of the relationship while those campaigns are running that we are doing for those clients. They can see on a daily basis, in real time, what are the decisions that Zoomd is doing with their technology and their decision in order to get more users. What we do, we help those clients to move budgets from one place to another. So for example, if we have a customer in Asia, the budget that will be usually used in other domains, in other geographies. So we help clients to manage the geographies that they don't have speciality in. So we collect that information and the know-how, how to manage relevant campaigns for diversified industries for those clients. They will have usually a lot of experience in their own domain. But when you move to another domain, it's different. We use a set of technologies. I will not bore you with this technology. I love engineering, so I can talk about this for hours. But this is a stack of tech that allows us to manage a campaign that will include what is called skipper network, tubing to all those assets. As I've mentioned, there are millions of digital assets that we market in. So this is a piece of IP that allows us to interact with each one of the publishers in the world, with each one of the CTVs in the world, with each one of the potential digital assets that we can market in. And then there's a list of other technologies that we incorporate related to micro-influencers, related to campaign management, but all of that allows us to manage the thousands of campaigns that we are doing for the clients. But in the end of the day, our clients don't understand this language. Those clients, they only understand the KPIs of, can you get me X amount of clients that will pay X amount of money? What also makes it a unique opportunity here is that the client within the client is usually chief revenue officer or second in command to chief revenue officer. That's the person that you will have a relation with in our company. It's very different than other companies when you mainly speak with marketing people. Because we influence, bottom line, we influence number of clients, we influence money that comes in. That's the only KPIs that we are being measured on. We had an issue of concentration, and I'm addressing it. In 24, we added few more clients, which made that concentration decrease. We added several US big clients that are becoming more and more major with us. For those clients that we are adding, when we call them concentration type of clients, it's very important to mention that we are managing for them separate geographies. So one big client will have certain geographies, we'll manage each one of the geography as a separated deal. It means that the type of relationship becomes very intimate with the client when we understand what type of strategy that client has and how we can help that client. And if tomorrow there is a tariff issue, then we can shift a budget from one geography to another budget. Because our measurement parameter is get me more paying clients, get me more customers, get me more customers that will use our app. At this point, if there are any questions, I'll be happy to answer. I can only say to you that our earnings is planned in May. I get a question non-stop from the investors asking us if, because it's a seasonal business, how the market will continue, how the company will continue to behave. And as I mentioned, in these times that we are very vigilant. At this point, the company is not under any type of stress. We don't have any warning at the moment from our clients. And it looks like that we keep this momentum to continue to get them more paying clients and to service them. Thank you. And now questions. We have more than 50 clients, 4 clients representing about 50% of the revenues. Okay. Please. Every question I have a slide. Try me. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. My background. So I'm a father of 4. I'm 1 meter 85. No, I'm kidding. So I'm an entrepreneur. I have 2 first degrees in computer science and chemistry. My specialty is natural language processing. I'm coming from tech, as I mentioned. I've done 2nd degree in Kellogg. And I've been an entrepreneur since I was born. Prior to this company, I had a cyber-based company, which I have sold to Verint. Verint is a NASDAQ-traded company. Prior to that, I had an IT firm. I sold that as well to one of the biggest IT traded companies in Israel. I'm from Israel. I live in Tel Aviv. And prior to that, I had another company in the field of retail, in the field of item arrangements on shelves, and this was acquired as well. So I did it 3 times, and then I made the decision that I want to do a company that will take it public. Time will tell. If I don't have hair anymore, but I will on my head, but time will tell if I made the right decision. I believe that we've built here a serious engine that can take diversified categories. You see? Food and delivery, e-commerce, iGaming. By choosing those categories, we, in a way, are getting away from seasonality, because one category compensates for the other. You don't have anymore something which you say a weak queue. It can be a little bit less, but it's not a weak queue anymore, because one category compensates for the other. And the moment that you doing one campaign over the other in a particular category, let's take, for example, e-commerce. Let's take Shein, the giant conglomerate for fashion. When you run thousands of campaigns for a company like that, in so many geographies, you accumulate knowledge of where are the right places with oil signs, where are the right places that you can find potential clients for them. Then any other coming company in that industry will immediately enjoy from that fruit that you already accumulated. And we have built a very serious engine that allows us intelligently to find potential paying clients, market to those clients, get those clients listed for our customer, and then we can monitor for upsell and cross-sell for those clients. We can tomorrow decide that we can build another vertical and very easily to adapt our system to support that vertical. Many of our clients been with us for more than 5 years. I gave Shein as an example. It's been with us 5 years. This is very rare in the field of marketing. There's usually zero loyalty. This only says that because we are measured only on performance. This only means that when we make yield, this means that we are performing and getting for them paying clients. Because there's nothing else that we are measured on. We are not creating awareness for them. We are not creating campaigns for more people to click on. There's only one thing here. I'll make you money from clients that I get for you. Other questions? Please. We will solve you this problem. Please. Business model, very easy. It's a usually yearly agreed budget. It's an orally agreed budget. And then it's a quarterly or a monthly prepaid on the performance that you are doing. Exactly. Usually what they do, they'll give me creative. We are not an agency that makes creative. So they'll give me their creative, their campaigns, their banners, their content payment, and we will decide where is the right place to implement them based on the history that we have in understanding each one of those categories. And because we act like a fast A/B test, you know, we do like an algo trading. So we take the banner, we put it here, we put it that, and we fast see if somebody clicks on that and if it works. And if it works, we understand that that particular area has a potential to attract clients, and then we invest in that. That particular technology that we have, combined with the relation that we have with them, allows us to bring them better client, and they believe that we can do it more efficient than themselves. Correct. Not email. Not email. We are working on the open internet. I'll show you. We operate on the open internet, and this is that zoo that I've mentioned before. Trade Desk is a company that sells a system which is similar to an ERP, and they are a marketing platform for the advertisers. For the advertisers. So if advertisers has different budgets, they use it through the platform. It's an ERP. It's a system that manages all the things under that for marketing. We don't sell a product. We get you paying clients. You pay me money, I use that money, and I get you paying clients. No, we have a lot of profiles for segments of people. We are not accumulated the information for the people because of the reasons of GDPR and other privacies, but we know how to find segments of population, and we market to them. I solved your problem? Thank you, my friend. Correct. In the field of AI or machine learning, it's called knowledge graph. You develop a knowledge graph by understanding a path of gaining a specific target, a specific success. So if you take, for example, each one of those clients, for example, that's a client. It's a newcomer. We just announced a couple of months on new clients. One of them was NBA, Fanatics, Go Henry. There's all new joiners that just joined. So it's a new industry. It's sport. We are creating more and more campaigns to find relevant customers for that industry. The customer believes that we can promote him in the best way to get those clients that will come. But once we do that, we already understand where we can find potential customers that love sport and go to any other three-letter potential sport. This is a very good question. This is actually the real proprietary IP of the company. The knowledge graph that is accumulated from the experience of doing those campaigns for the clients, which allows us, when a new client comes in, already have a knowledge graph of where are the right places to find oil signs, and then with fast A/B tests, like algo trading, to see those places and maximize on them. Maybe I have a slide for that. First of all, there is a street price for every industry, for any geography, for any type of mobile phone, how much it costs to bring a client. So a client knows that it costs him $50 to bring a particular client from Omaha that uses an Android phone. This is just an example. As long as we get customers on a price similar to what we call the street price, then, or what costs to the customer to do it by himself, then he approaches us. And then you asked how we know that I brought him that client to begin with. So there's a way to mark the clients that are coming from our work. There is no reconciliation. It's very clear that we got you X clients that are paying X amount of money. The client also allows us to access the app that the client downloaded and played with that. So he plays with the Amazon app. We can see the different action that he's doing on the app. We don't know who the client is because of privacy, but we can see what action he's doing on an app. Does he buy anything? Is he a regular subscriber? Is a premium subscriber? It allows us to do the upsell and cross-sell as a continuing process on that client. And that client, particularly that client, is marked because we know that we brought him and the client knows that we brought him. There is a technology that allows that. It's not a rare technology. In the field of marketing, you can always understand where the source came from. And that's how we measure how many clients. And that's why maybe also interesting to mention how we can get clients. So let's say that we arrive to a CRO, a second command to a CRO, and that guy only cares about money because he's reporting to the CEO. This is not a CMO. This is very different. And you tell him, listen, if you work with Zoom, we will make you a very good delivery. You will make a lot of money. And that's what our sales guys will say. And you don't need to do any integration. No need for IT. No need for compliance. No need for anything. Just give me your banners, your creative. We, with the understanding of the knowledge of the different industries, will get you clients, and we will manage that budget. And then he says, how I'll believe you? Every day a new company comes and says that they can do that. We can take a position and tell him, listen, we will spend $20,000 and we will market you on our account. And after 2 weeks, we come back and we'll show you how many clients we got with 20,000. Even before learning that particular client, even before details, because it can be even optimized more. You have nothing to lose. There's no compliance, no integration, because the moment there is integration and compliance, I need to put it in the calendar, it goes to legal, it's a big headache. No need. I'll take the position. I'll run the campaign I'll come in 2 weeks. I'll show you if I got you money. If I got you money and paying clients, you can even walk away if you want. And this is working amazingly. This is the way that we got the latest clients, and it seems that it doesn't require a complication in the first part of the relation. Yes, the budgets with the big businesses are enormous. They usually work on a multinational type of clients. So Shein has 70 countries. So Amazon Music, I don't need to explain. So each one of those clients that we find, if they are that big, that's what we want to do. We want to expand within the client. And if we can grow every year 70% within existing clients, because they have huge marketing spend, and another 20 to 20% from newcomers clients, that's healthy growth. Yes. 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 So about 2.5 years ago, we decided that we will focus only on that technology that I just explained. Before that, somebody is telling me that I need to shut up. What? 2 minutes. So 5 minutes. So before that, we had 2 lines of businesses. We thought that maybe we can serve all the clients in the world by just selling them the technology. You can be a small business, take that technology that we have, and you run the campaigns by yourself. But the onboarding process was a headache, and it was very hard to teach each one of those clients. So what we decided is to shut down that line of business, which is the same tech, just wrapped to give it away, and decided to use the technology that we worked upon for many years and use it nostro. And by doing that, the clients are even more happier. The big clients who never wanted the technology, they wanted to pay you extra, A CRO wants to pay you extra, doesn't want to know about technology, and wants you to get him paying client. We wanted to get the market share of smaller clients, and they maybe to buy that technology. Eventually, we decided not to do that. In the end of 22, we decided not to sell that technology as an ARR-based type of business model. And that's the reason. We shut down that part, and we focused all our sales effort only on getting clients that we are servicing them. They don't get a software. I want to build a big house. I like horse riding. So it's a very good question. The company indeed, till as of today, generated cash. And as I mentioned, the momentum continues. In order, we can't grow 70% year over year. We can't. There's a momentum, so we continue to grow, but the growth will be between 10 and 70%. So in order to continue to support this growth, eventually we will buy other businesses, cheap, low-hanging fruits companies, not to gain a technology from them, because we've built a very serious stack, but because they own 10 contracts, and they are not surviving because they don't get a budget from the client, but they already did everything with the client, and they're already after the procurement and after legal. So if I buy them, I inherit 10 contracts. And I intend to buy 1 or 2 businesses like that, probably with locations that are in UK and the States, because we are getting more and more and more with US-based type of clients. And this is the purpose of the using of the funds. We might do this with the help of a banker and even get some more money later on or not. It depends on the speed of accumulating the cash. She told me, yes, last question. Can I or you want a slide? You want a slide? Obviously, this company will eventually go to another listing, to reverse split to the share, and do the entire ceremony. We will do that as we grow and accumulate a little bit more awarding by the investors, by showing momentum of at least 2-3 quarters to show momentum, and then it's indeed something that we are considering. Thank you very much.